Hello students, how are you? I think you enjoyed the previous session. Have you all enjoyed it? Okay, let us move into the today's video. Today our topic is squares. Can we jump into the video? Okay, there are 5 levels in these squares. Can we move to the first level? Yes. The first level question. Which of the following pictures cannot be made by using figures like the one given below? I repeat the question. Which of the following pictures cannot be made by using figures like the one given below? Okay, they have given this square. Okay, there are 4 squares, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, these 4 squares are made in a way like 3 in the bottom and 1 in the top. Okay, now we move to here. Can we construct a square like this using this method? 3 in the bottom and 1 in the top. Again 3 in the bottom and 1 in the top. So they made this square using this by making 1 in the down and 1 on the upside. So we can construct a shape like this using this type of square. Okay, so we move to the second option. Now they also constructed this kind of shape using this square. See, 1, 2 and 3. 3 in the bottom and 4 on the top. Okay, this is 1. Okay, and this is a second one. So they also constructed this type of shape using this square. Okay, we now move on to the third one. See, this is a easy one. We can see it by see this T-shaped square, and this one is another T-shaped square. So we can also construct this type of shape using this squares. Okay, now we move on to D. Can we construct this squares using this? I think it is not possible. Okay, we have one here. Okay, a T-shaped square, and two here. So there is no other way than this. Okay, and in this option you have this T-shaped square, and this is not possible. Okay, in D you can join 4 types of these squares and you can make one big square. Okay, but in E it is not possible. Can we check the answer? Okay, we will check the answer. Yeah, it is a correct answer. Okay, then we move to the second question. Amy used 6 equal small squares to build the figure. What is the least number of equal small squares she should add to the picture in order to obtain a larger square? I will repeat the question. Amy used 6 small squares, okay, to build a figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the least number of small squares she should add to the picture in order to obtain a larger square? Okay, this is an easy one. I will explain it to you. She used 6 small squares. Okay, how many squares does she want extra to make a big square like this? Okay, from this picture you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, now you should calculate the number of rows and columns. Okay, this is 1 row, 2 row and 3 row. Okay, next calculate the columns 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have 3 columns, 4 columns, 4 columns and 3 rows. Okay, we have 4 columns and 3 rows. You all know square is equal in all sides, like 4 cross 4, 3 cross 3, that is 3 rows and 3 columns. Okay, so which is the highest in number? That is the column. So Amy should want a 4 cross 4 square. And how much small squares does she want to make a big square? So from this you can easily tell, since she need a 4 cross 4, she needs 16 squares to make a big square. Okay, so we have to calculate how much squares does she presently have. She have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 16 squares we totally want for a 4 cross 4 square, big square like this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so she need 8 more squares. This, sorry, 10 more squares. Okay, total minus present squares, that is, sorry, she has 6 small squares. Sorry, she has 6 small squares, so total minus 6, that is 10 more squares Amy need to build a big square. Can we check the answer? Once again I will explain the question and answer. Amy used 6 small squares to build the big figure. That is, she used 6 small squares to build a big square. So we must calculate how many rows and how many columns. There are 3 rows and 4 columns here, but for that square is equal in all sides. So Amy should probably want to build a big square using 4 cross 4. She already have 6 small squares here. For a 4 cross 4 square there will be 16 small squares. For that you have to reduce the present squares and the total squares. So there will be 10 small squares Amy should want. Can we check the answer? Yes, the gold is yours. It is the correct answer. Okay, children, can we now move on to the next level? Okay, I think this is the toughest question. Maybe I will make it you understand easier. Michael glued 3 cubes, okay, together as in the picture, and then he covered all of them with paint. How many squares did he paint? Okay, I will tell you. Michael used three cubes. Michael used, Michael glued three cubes together and then he covered all of them with paint. How many squares did he paint? This is the number we want to know. So, we all know that a cube has how many faces? Can you guess it? Okay, this is a rough cube, so don't worry. A cube always has 1, 2, 3, 4 on the tops and 5, 6. Okay, so there will be 6 faces for each cube. Okay, can you understand? 1 on the top, okay, 2 from the left side, 3 from the right side and 4 from this side. Okay, so on this back side we have the 5th face, from here we have the 6th face. So he glued 3 cubes like this. Okay, this is the first cube, this is second cube, this is third cube. Okay, so he used 3 cubes like this L shape. So one cube has 6 faces. He covered the 6th face of this cube using another cube. Okay, do you understand? He used second cube. If you place 2 cubes like this, the 6th face of the first cube, okay, 6th face of the first cube and the first face of the second cube, okay, the first face of the second cube will be attached. So these two faces he do not want to paint. Then if he attach again third cube, the fourth face, like this one, okay, this side face of the second cube, you can number it anyway, but any numbers. The fourth cube, the fourth face of the second cube and the fifth face of the third cube will be joint. Okay, so he did not want to paint 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, do you all understand? This is the first one. I will make it this is the first cube. He do not want to paint this side of the first cube. Also he do not want to paint this side of the second cube, that is the top view. Okay, then in third cube we have this side. Also if you join this with the second cube, this portion will be jointed with third cube. So he do not want to paint 1, 2, 3 and 4 faces. So totally he wants to paint how many faces? Do you all have the answer? There are 3 cubes, each has 6 faces. 3 6 are 18. So totally 3 cubes, each has 6 faces, that is 3 6 are 18 minus he does not want to paint the 4 faces, so there will be 14 number. Okay, he needs to paint 14 faces. Can we check the answer? Yes, that's the right answer. Can we move on to the next one? Okay, okay, this is our fourth level and the fourth question. Okay, and has lot of these tiles. Can you see this tile? Okay, this is the shape of tile Anne has. How many of the following shapes can Anne make by gluing together two of the given tiles? Okay, do you all understand the question? I will read it once again. Anne has lot of these tiles. How many of the following shapes Anne can make by gluing these together two of the given tiles? Two of the given tiles. I will now explain it to you. Okay, this is the question we have, right? And Anne has okay, Anne has this type of tiles. There are 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, there are 4 types of cubes which are added to a like this shape, and they are asking if they join a shape of these tiles with this, how many more she can build a shape like this. Okay, so we now remember this shape like a small L. Okay, this is like a small L, or you even remember it is like a tap or a shower. Okay, so remember this outline only that I have drawn like this. Okay, this small L portion. So we have to find out how many small L portions are there. First, in this diagram, okay, bottom in the 3, okay, and then here, okay. Okay, can we move to the answer? Here, 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, numbered in this way: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here you have a small that L shaped that you have in mind, square, and another one is also added up. Okay, you can see it: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, then here, so there are two tiles combined in this diagram, so they can form this image. So we have one image that we can form. Now come to this diagram. Okay, then here 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, here this small L shaped one, also in this L shaped one, were joined to make this figure. So here also two tails combined, so we have 1 plus 1. Then here 1, 2, also create these two shapes using this. Okay, we have this one, okay, in the L shape, and also this one in the L shape. Also this one we can create using these tiles. Okay, 1 2 3 4 and 1 2 3 4. So we can create all these four shapes using these tiles. Okay, can we check the answer now? Okay, yes, the answer is right. Now we move on to the last question. Okay, now we move on to the final question, that is, the numbers 5 6 7 8 9 were written into the squares so that the number of sum of numbers in the row is equal to the sum of numbers in the column. Okay, which number was written in the center square? Now we write 5 in the center square. Okay, this is column, this is row, you all know that. So 5 8 and 7. Okay, then 5 9 and 6. We add up this 7 plus 5 12. 12, sorry, 7 plus 5 is 12. The 7 8 9 10 11 12. Then 12 plus 8 20. Okay, 9 plus 5 is 9 10 11 12 13 14. 14 plus 6 we have 20. So in the center we have 5, adding upon 5 plus 9 is 14, 14 plus 6 is 20, 5 plus 8 is 13, 13 plus 7 is 20. So the rows and the columns are equal when 5 is in the middle. If we put 6 or something, we will get a number of increase or decrease, and we don't get row similar to the column. Okay, not equal to column. So 5 is the answer. Can we check, children? Okay, yes, that's great. 5 is the correct answer. So thank you for all listening to this session. We will meet you on the next session.